2012, what a year for Brony music. There was a whole slew of really awesome stuff. I think we really surpassed what we did in the previous year, and of course that makes this job of bringing you a double decade of fantastic pony music all the harder. I listened through over 550 tracks plucked from the doubtless thousands I listened to over the course of the year, whittling them down slowly to these 20. It's been a long, painstaking process, but in the end I think it'll be worth it. What lies ahead may shock you, it may make you dance, but you never know. I'm just one guy, and these are my opinions. This time around, I'm still talking over the songs, but I've included a little section at the end of each segment so you can hear the best parts unimpeded. I hope you all enjoy that. So, without further ado, let me just say, Fillies and Gentle Colts, my name is Take Walker, and I love music! Okay, wait, I lied. Before I start the top 20, I have something to say. If you don't see your favorite song on here, fear not. Most likely I thought it was good, just not quite good enough. After all, I could have made a top 30 or even a top 50 with ease, but I promised myself only 20. Plus, the video would be too damn long. Scraping songs off the list of entrants was almost painful by the end, but I like what I came up with, and I gave a lot of artists their own time to shine. Enough talk with me, let's get moving with the honorable mention. Or should I say mentions? I told myself I wouldn't do it, but I did anyway. They are Before Ponies by Blue Nose Reindeer and Cyril the Wolf, and Black Griffin, Proud to Be a Brony Fusion Remix. I can't mention one of these songs without mentioning the other, because they are in fact the two best fandom self-aggrandizement songs made this year. The former is a rollicking punk rock ballad with a funky breakdown that asks a really pertinent question. What did we do before ponies? And what's with these pastel-painted ponies? As for the latter, I initially knew Black Griffin as an animator, and a very good one at that, so I was amazed as hell with his silky smooth vocals and classic soft rock sound. It is a song that does in fact remind me of all the reasons I enjoy sticking around this fandom. Excellent work, guys. Number 20, Anthropology Fox Remix. Awkward Marina's Anthropology, based on the fanfic of the same name, was one of the really surprising late-year breakouts for me. It's just so goddamn catchy. The sound appeals to my love of musicals, and of course my love of the Lyra Loves Humans meme that no, has not gotten old, shut up. Marina's vocals draw the listener forward. I'm pretty sure it's impossible to not tap your foot to this song. On top of that, Fox adds the growling drum step beat, making the rhythm even more likely to reach out and grab you. This is one for the books. Number 19, So Much Left to Know by Forest Rain. The song is originally by Mando Pony, and while I like his version as well, I think Forest Rain brings a little something extra to it. Maybe it's the piano tinkling like rainfall, or the overall orchestration that brings to mind late 70s love songs. Forest's voice is soft and occasionally pleading, adding just the right emotional highlights. As far as the song itself, well, I can identify with it quite a bit. I mean, I identify with Twilight an awful lot, and the never-ending search for knowledge is, for me, really compelling, so this is one that will always stick with me. Number 18, Shining Armor by Mando Pony. Speaking of Mando Pony, welcome to the only song on this list I've heard live. It was at Candlelight Gardens. Through a wall. I was leeching hotel Wi-Fi. I'm not proud. But again, Mando delves into Twilight's character and motivations, this time approaching her with a rocking tune about her big brother best friend forever, trying to say goodbye before leaving her. It's really more of a coming-of-age story for Twilight, as Shining realizes that no, he can't be her shining armor anymore. It's time for her to set out on her own. I think what makes this song so compelling is that he could have done something similar from her parents' perspectives, but it wouldn't have carried near the emotional weight. This piece showcases Mando rocking out at his best, something I hope he does more of in the future. His rock music is, after all, what drew me to him in the first place. Number 17, Boring by Assertive Fluttershy. This song is anything but boring. The first entry on this list, showcasing my much beloved vocal glitch style, Assertive Fluttershy chops us up a heck of a lot of Fluttershy and serves it on a platter of bird chips and dubstep. The secret to doing good vocal chops is to find a pattern that sounds right with the music one's making. This is an excellent example of having done just that. It's impossible to tell what Fluttershy is saying, but the tones come out in just the right way to make this one of the most well-misnamed songs ever. Number 16, Toi et moi by New French Artist. Cette analyse a eu des tas excellents, musique par des auteurs, compositeurs, interprètes, et l'on commence avec la première de ce genre à apparaître sur cette liste, une chanson d'amour de New French Artist. Pourtant, bien son nom, New French Artist n'est pas très prolifique, mais chacune de ses chansons porte avec elle une puissante tension, et il vaut la peine de se rappeler de chacune d'entre elles. Cette chanson est, bien sûr, la meilleure de ses meilleures, une ballade chantée à Twilight Sparkle qui parle du désir d'une proche intimité, au-delà même de celle partagée par des amoureux. Évidemment, je ne comprends pas très bien le français, alors c'est peut-être seulement que j'aime la jolie sonorité, mais c'est assez bon pour une place au numéro 16.
Ma vie n'a pas de sens sans toi à mes côtés, une si belle histoire qui ne peut se terminer. Je ferais tout juste pour être auprès de toi. Oh Twilight, Twilight, s'il te plaît, ne pleure pas.
Number 15, Bab Seed, JB's Bass Seat Remix. I had to include a Bab Seat on here. There were just so many last year, one had to show up by simple numbers. This is more or less the best song of Season 3, after all, and just beating out some Gratina for the coveted Best Babs award is JB. Jay's one of those artists I've been following since before Ponies. He also has the distinction of being professionally published, and why not? He's one of the best trance artists I've ever encountered, hands down, and I listen to a lot of trance. He uses it here to good effect, jazzing up an already jazzy song in a simple, straightforward manner that is nevertheless unforgettable. He also did a number on Becoming Popular, and I recommend that one as well. Number 14, Aphelion by Jeff Burgess. Jeff Burgess is a kooky kind of guy. It's obvious he has fun messing around with his music, and yet it's still good. He holds the distinction of being the only person to write a pony parody song that I actually like, and despite that, I'm picking as his best effort a song founded not on humor, but on strength and hope. Aphelion is really impressive, a rousing combination of piano, synths, and orchestra that creates a sea on which his voice can soar to new heights. And I just really love those bells. More songs about Celestia, please.
Sunset comes, so night can reclaim our throne. No harmonious elements will stop us this time.
Number 13, Pinky's Brew Russian Gypsy Jazz by Lenich and Kyria. Pinky's Brew really got me into the Friendship is Witchcraft series, demonstrating that what I was watching was not simply a bunch of weirdos making fun of a show I loved. The wordplay of the lyrics is incredibly profound. Of course, once you translate that into Russian, it's pretty much all lost on me, but that's never stopped me before. I think it's really the gypsy jazz part that I like the most, a jangly mix of guitar and fiddle that fit the song absolutely perfectly. I'm not sure which one of them sings lead, but he's really good. Back when I heard this for the first time, I knew it was going onto my list for this year, and I was right. And to anyone disappointed that I didn't do this review in Russian, я говорю по-русски, but not very well.
Кипит котел и варится четвертая стена. Добавлю жмых, спасу родных и счастье будет нам. Так я колдую по-цыгански, слезы понявши ртут мелом. Боже, ты мне с колдовством поможешь, и у меня будет дом.
Number 12, Obsolete by 2010. I was very confused by the artist name on this track. Turns out 2010 is a collaboration between Mick the Microphone and I Bring the Lulz. Now, I don't really get rap, I don't listen to rap, I don't even like rap, but Lulz is probably my favorite rapper in the fandom for those times when I do enjoy the style, and rapping over dubstep is not something I've ever heard before. The really surprising thing about this song is how lightning fast their raps are. Listen to Mick go, he just cannot be stopped. I like it, and the pulse-pounding repetition of the title helps drive this little party wagon home.
On the back I'm home. The real winner, the pack of the goods to eat for the palms of my hands, you're stone. From a cushion I'm dealing boned. Cause it got caught chief in second-rate rats in the back of a slow whacked out West Rockin' Cadillac. After fucking neon glow hover, Hubbard Mr. Watts told me so. If the annals are track with a 30-pound smack, you will find no Jason.
Number 11, Love Bloom by Fuzogs. Love is in Bloom is one of my favorite songs from Season 2, despite being fairly simple and way too short. What Fuzogs has done is turn it into a power trance sensation, pouring amazing amounts of energy into the song and drawing it out into something worth dancing to until you can't move anymore. The way he treats Twilight's vocals is stunning. The little bit of tone tweaking does nothing but add more energy, and despite featuring a fairly limited amount of lyrics, it gets me right in the feels. Play this at the next Brony rave you throw, it's just perfect to thrash your arms to. Number 10, Heart of Fire Dragon Mix by Don DeVore. Also known as Pony Don, Don DeVore is another rocker who I've only just discovered last year, and he brings us a heartfelt Spike Rarity ballad. The Dragon Mix comes from his A Year in Equestria album, though the original is quite excellent in its own right. What you have here is a selection of electric guitars with the right amount of layering and effects to create a smooth and seamless tapestry of sound. A slightly sinister breakdown at the halfway point hammers home the changes Spike went through during Secret of My Excess, which informs the lyrics. I'm really impressed by that, but of course DeVore's voice is the real centerpiece here. Muted, not restrained, his delivery is what drives this song into the top 10. And this is coming from someone who really hates Spikety shipping. Yes, even though it's canon, it just rubs me the wrong way. But given how it can inspire heartfelt emotional music like this, maybe there's something to be said for it after all. Number 9, Fight for the Crystal Empire by Brony and Cyril the Wolf. Pony Power Metal. Pony Power Metal. There are two ways to go from my ears straight to my heart, and power metal is one of them. You just don't find it produced this professionally outside of, well, professional production. Brony really doesn't get enough credit for being one of, if not the best metal and rock guitarist in the fandom. He makes this song absolutely amazing. And Cyril, wow. I'll admit I've heard some songs over the last year where he sounded a little strained, singing outside his Ranger's style, but this time, hell no. He is right at home through the entire thing, where he belongs, belting out his best performance of 2012. This song is just jaw-droppingly gorgeous and I cannot praise it enough. Number 8, Art Attack featuring Metajoker, Still Shy VIP, Assertive Fluttershy remix. Art Attack and Metajoker are a powerhouse pair to be reckoned with. It's scary what they can do together. Take this song for instance. I do so love songs about self-affirmation, and a dose of confidence from Fluttershy is always welcome. Combine that with the refrain of I'm Still Shy, and you have a song that totally understands the character it's about. Metajoker's vocals are unique and uplifting, yet provide just a hint of melancholy undertone. Then you take that and VIP it. I'm embarrassed to say I didn't know until last year that means the original artist remixing their own work. And then have Assertive Fluttershy come in and pump the dance up to 11, and you've got a groovy, rollicking rave tune that's sure to be played for years to come. Number 7, One Last Letter by Aviators and Bronyfied. Aviators is probably my favorite new artist of 2012. He impressed me in a big way right at the start of the year and has not let me down since. One Last Letter is far and away the best of his tremendous body of work, some of it rock, some of it electronic. Singing from Twilight's perspective, Aviators leads us through an Equestria beset by discord as Twilight makes a final desperate plea to Celestia to save them all. Featuring his signature vocals and Bronyfied's excellent guitaristry, it's chilling and disturbing in all the right ways. Just listen to the piano line, keeping up the tension throughout the song.
I gotta prove one final goodbye before we meet our doom. Something happened to the peace that we all knew. This is my one last letter to you.
Number 6, Love Me Cheerily by Wooden Toaster and the Living Tombstone. Boy, is this song catchy. Some of Toaster or Glaze's finest work, mixed in with the magic touch of Tombstone, whose vocals are tweaked just perfectly. The dub is funky as hell and the lyrics are okay, slightly creepy actually, especially if you've seen the video. But taken as a straight up love song, this is great, and not the only excellent love song about Cheerily released in 2012. Love Me Cheerily is a catchy and upbeat tune that continues to get stuck in my head to this day. Number 5, Raise the Sun by Forest Rain. You want different? Check this out. I can't even describe it. It's like the song playing before a battle in some kind of epic fantasy movie. Forest Rain is a completely different artist from his Mando Pony cover, presenting a wonderful orchestral and choir piece that, frankly, I have no idea how he did this. His voice suggests an army commander who's weary of war even though he understands its necessity. Chorus parts are just perfect counterpoints throughout the entire song. The amount of pure hope directed at Celestia is palpable. I have honestly never heard anything quite like this, and I simply love it.
Raise the sun. Raise the sun.
Number 4, Scootaloo's song, Dreaming Waiting by Matthew Mosier. As I record this, I think Matthew Mosier is deployed overseas in the US military. I hope everything is going well for him because the music scene simply is not the same without him. He's a singular talent, and I think no song shows this off better than this uplifting and hopeful homage to everyone's favorite chicken. You know what I love most about this song? That guitar slide. It just fills me with good feelings every time I hear it. And then you add on lyrics that are nothing but wishful optimism, and that feeling gets even gooder. This is the kind of song that will cheer you up when you're feeling down, and that is sometimes all any of us need. Number 3, Paper Sky by Basic and Black Griffin. Talk about songs I knew would go places. This is brilliant. It's astonishing. I have no idea what it's about and I don't care. I simply don't hear pop dance this good outside published compilations. Then it gets to the chorus and the vocals get chopped in the midst of a strong, hard beat dance electro thingy, and then it's just like, so many cool things happen. I think I'll just let an extended preview do the talking for me. So that was a lot of really good music, right? There's still 2 to go, but first, a little breather. I don't want you to get overwhelmed by all the awesome happening at once. And before I go into these last 2 amazing and incredible tunes, let me once again say, when I heard both of these, I knew they were going to be in spots 1 and 2, though I wasn't sure exactly in what order. The rest of the list, 500 songs jockeying for 3rd place. There was no way anything was going to come close to touching these guys. Okay, are you relaxed, recovered, ready to get the show on the road? Alright. Hold on to your butts because here comes song number 2, The Living Tombstone featuring Dasha, Good Girl sub.sound remix. Boy, is this something. Tombstone demonstrates that he can do more than just electronic, crafting a fantastic radio rock sound unmatched by anything I've heard from the internet. Dasha, an Israeli artist who I hope has found lots of success on her own since this song's release, has a beautiful voice and handles those high notes in the chorus like a pro. Then you take all that pop friendliness and get sub.sound to remix it into the best that dance radio has to offer, and you're looking at a hard act to top. Plus, it's a heartfelt song about Screw Loose. You know, the pony who is barking at the end of Read It and Weep. What a thing to write a song about, let alone one this deeply emotional. I just can't get over how blasted good this is. Or can I? Fillies and Gentlecolts, I present to you my number 1 song for 2012, Magic by Simgratina. The instant I heard this song, I knew it was going to be number 1. I then listened to it for about 2 days straight. Good Girl gave it a serious run for its money, but in the end, nothing can top this. I can't even explain it. Sim at his absolute best, chopping Twilight vocals with a little tone swapping for some Duskshine action, somehow brings together a bunch of disparate lines from various songs throughout seasons 1 and 2 into an upbeat tune that just, I feel like I could fly while listening to this. It sounds silly, yeah, but no other song on this list, or released last year, makes me feel the things that this song makes me feel. I could still listen to it all day. It takes a tremendous amount of talent to pull off, to craft a song so utterly original and well planned that it never gets old. And then that BBBFF reprise sneaks in at the end and hits you right in the feels. Listening to this song is a near sexual experience, and it just leaves me wanting more. So there you have it, my top 20 Brony songs for 2012. But I'm not finished yet. Oh no. First I wanted to give a shout out to 2 more fantastic non-pony songs done by Brony artists in the last year. Simgratina's Adventure Time remix, Oh Marceline Why You So Mean, and Eurobeat Brony's remix of Spectrum by Zed. The latter was done for a remix contest and actually won viewer's choice because it was really fucking amazing. These, along with Magic, were a set of 3 songs that I was constantly listening to in the middle of the year, and I urge you to go check them out as well if you haven't already. Beyond that, I'm planning to release another 10 more videos sometime in the next month or 2 hopefully. It'll be a little different than the one I did last year, but you'll have to wait for any further explanation. Until then, please check out the links below to listen to the songs in full. Keep on ponying to that pony music. 2013 is shaping up to be an amazing year for music already. We'll see you next year. Fillies and Gentle Colts, I present to you... getting emotional. I'm honestly getting emotional right now. Bird chips? Cette année a eu des tas d'excellents... Damn shit, fuck. Mais chacune de ces chansons porte avec elle... Fucking shit, man. Why did I do this? Pour une place au numéro 16. Fucking... Fuck. That is terrible. Pinky's Brew really got me into the currently defunct Friendship is Witchcraft series. Oh, it was defunct, but it's not defunct anymore. It turns out 2010 is a collaboration between Mick the Microphone and I Bring the Lulls, and I Am Not a Clever Pony. I actually shouldn't say that because it sounds like it's a collab with Not a Clever Pony. Wait, no, that's the wrong end of the wrong thing. I like it, and the pulse-pounding repetition of the title helps drive this little party wagon home. What does that even mean? Forest Rain is a completely different artist from his Mando cover pony.